Okay, we're back. We still have the old trim pot, but we have a new motor controller. This is a MD135 from Cytron. It's really big compared to the old one. And it's a lot more flexible and a lot more powerful. What you're seeing here is a DC can on an American Flyer, and it's crawling basically. This is at, we have a 0 to 255 count on this particular unit, and right now we're at 53 up from 0, whatever that is. Okay, and I can crank it up, as you can see. This is just an old dog engine I had I threw a can motor on it, and it's running. Okay, that's full speed right now. And I'm low power. I'm still only 50% power, okay? So I take it down to 0 and it's sitting. And I start cranking it up at about 40. Well, no, about 28. It starts to turn. It wants to turn, okay? So if it has a lighter load, it would be able to pull really, really slow. And I even think with a load, it'll pull very slowly. So you'll be able to come out of the station nice and slow, give it some toots, you know, blow the steam whistle, and then head out onto the open road and then let her eat. Okay? Now, I have, well, all right. Now I'm limited. I wonder why that is. I'm giving it all this. And then I crank this up here. Oh, this isn't even working. This isn't even working. I'm so sorry. I'm off. I'm so drunk. I'm off of the AC pot, right? So I'm at 16 volts, pumping out about 20 volts. So we got 20 volts coming in to the distribution point. And then this guy is taking that 20 volts and slicing it into pulses and feeding it those pulses fast or slow depending on where I want my speed. Right now it's feeding the pulses pretty fast, and so it's going faster. It slows it down, it feeds it fewer pulses, and it goes at a slower speed until it hits below the pulse needed to make it run. And that's at 40, 25 to 40 it runs. So that's where we're at. More testing, more doings to do, but it's a good, we're getting somewhere. And my screen is showing, we don't have the backward forward programmed. We tested it earlier today, it works. But we're adding the new board, so we didn't want to confuse things, so we left that alone. We'll be putting that in later. And then we also have our notion here for the steam whistle. We have the chip, the soundboard, the amplifier. I have a speaker laying around. We got a button and a toggle switch. And what we're going to do is put on the steam whistle goes on low. And then this thing goes. You can twill the steam whistle with this button on low, and then this one takes it to high, and you let go and hold it at high. So you can, you know, ERKey, whatever. You can do things with it. That's cool. Anyway, so we're going to have sound, steam whistle, pulse width modulation on a big board, running brush motors and real slow speed. That's part of our goal. And plus a display so you can see what's going on. And this is all going to be in the main box, called the base box, or the K500, for main control. This is where you can do your control stuff. On the engine, none of this, the engine will have a smaller board, about like this here. And it'll have some of the electronics. It'll have to have this piece, right? But it's going to get a signal, it's going to feed it. This thing has a real high-speed communication, so it's all going to work out just fine. And then in the tender, that's where all that stuff's going to go. And then in the engine, there very well maybe put a red board up here so we can do temperature control. And maybe we'll put some other stuff in here. We'll see what we have time and room for. Okay, that's the game, Sam. And that's how far we got. just today. This is not working wirelessly, but it will be. Okay, well, we had it wireless. This is just testing this new driver. It looks very promising, very smooth, very powerful, and you can run the engine slow. If you have chuff, right? Chuff, chuff, chuff. You could almost do two chuffs. You know what I mean? Get the real chuff cycle, 3, 4 even, 4, right? Chuff, 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 chuff. Until you get up and it's just screams. Casey Jones screaming. Okay, that's it. That's what we got for today. The MD135 from Citron is plugged in, testing, and working as intended. There you go. All right. Later, gang.